think one thing that we forget about the people in small towns is how resilient they are. I'm Larisa Craig, and I live and work in rural California and Nevada with children and women. I grew up in a missionary home. My parents were missionaries on the California desert field. And the average Christian missionary pastor didn't want to live in those small towns in Nevada. At a very young age, I too chose to follow Jesus as my Savior and wanted to walk with him. But by the age of 12, I was pretty much over being a missionary kid. I definitely didn't want that life anymore. God really got a hold of my heart. My dad was in a major burn accident. 33% of his body was burned. We were pretty for sure he wasn't going to make it. My heart just kept crying out to God, who was going to tell other children about Jesus if my parents died? And God kept calling to me and saying, Larisa, will you go? Will you be the one who will share Jesus with children if I ask you to? And so that's kind of my story of following Christ into missions. So when I was 15 years old, I went to this really tiny town in the middle of Nevada, and we had vacation Bible school for children. And what I mean by children is we only allowed 4 years old through 6th grade to come to our vacation Bible school. It was easy for people to come and do vacation Bible school for cute little kids, but who cared about teenagers? Who cared about college age? And who cared about the ugly? Since then, it's always been my goal to get back to those little tiny towns that are forgotten in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. Little towns of more than 100 people, but less than 7,000. You can't tell sometimes which houses are lived in and which houses are abandoned because they're a number of rundown shacks. I believe that God has preserved that part of the nation for a great opportunity to serve Him. I drive about 4,000 to 6,000 miles every month to go see these kids in their own little towns, after school programs and vacation Bible schools till this day. I love when people come and want to experience what it's like to be a missionary for even just a week or a weekend. One of the ministries I have in every December is we do something called Birthday Parties for Jesus. It's a one-day vacation Bible school type ministry. For just 2 hours, kids come and they get to have their own little Christmas party in every individual town. We give them a small box gift, something like the Samaritan's Purse boxes, and it's an opportunity for children to take home a Christmas gift. The missions trip to help me, or a financial gift to help me, is very practical in that we can use everything. We are very poor. Some of the poorest counties in the nation are in Nevada. We need things like school supplies, hygiene items, even fun little toys like Barbie dolls are things that I give away on a daily and weekly basis all over Nevada to children who would go without. Another opportunity is to come and to ride along in the car with me and just share Christ in vacation Bible school ministries, after school Bible kids clubs, or also at Birthday Parties for Jesus, where we share what that very first Christmas was all about.